Alright, first off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Thwadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for allowing me to do another video through His Spirit. Thwadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for giving us His truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. This video is based off of a word called tribalism, because people, the documentary I watched, which I just did another video on, which brothers have seen already, they mentioned the word tribalism. That people are going back to a tribalism state, which is true. People are going back to a state of being racist. If you want to give it that word, because that's just another word for being racist. Because tribalism, which I'm going to grab the definition, it just means sticking with your own people, sticking with your tribe. And then the dude said people are going back to a tribalism state. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. People are just being blunt about it. Like, look, shit, I'm going to hang out with my own people. Hey, sedition amongst men. That's why this race war is ultimately going to happen. But this is the word tribalism. This tribalism, the state or fact of being organized in a tribe or tribes. The behavior and attitude that stems from strong loyalty to one's own tribe or social group. So that's what the word means, man. That gives you basically an example. And it's people, the behavior and attitude that stems from strong loyalty to one's own tribes or social group. And that's what's being shown, man. People are going back to that way. People are sticking with who they stick with, man. You got Edomites coming together. You got the militia groups coming together. You got people believing what they believe in coming together. Eventually, it's just going to be an all-out race war, man. It's too many different, really the main enemies being Jacob versus Esau. Esau being the enemy. And that's what people are going back to, man. That tribal state. Like, oh, I'm with these people. I'm with them. And that's how we are, man. The starting from the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, we have a tribalism mentality, man, which stems from the Bible. Being tribal or tribal, not tribal as in the fact of like Judah, not that, but sticking with our own kind, man. Sticking with our beliefs, sticking with being Israelites, man. Sticking with other Israelites, sticking with each other, man. Being brotherly. Coming back to being brotherly, not tribal as being Judah's the best tribe. Not none of that, but coming together as a people, and that's ultimately going to ensue in a race war, man. It's ultimately going to come to that, because that's how people are nowadays, man. They stick with their own people. They stick with their own group. They don't really fuck with anyone outside of that, man. And that's why you have all these Edomites sticking with Trump, because they fuck with that, man. That's their vibe. In other words, Trump, they're Trump supporters. Why? Because Trump upholds that white standard, man. That so-called white Edomite superiority, and Trump upholds that. And that's why you have so many Edomites that side with him. But this is Second Ezra 9 and verse 1. Answered me then he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And that's what's happening, man. You have the uproars, man. You have Jake riding over these shootings that's happened to him, man. They're tired of it, man. They're sick and tired of being shot down, gunned down, and there being no repercussion from Esau Edom, man. Esau being not punished for the crimes which he does. And Jake is fed up, they're sick and tired, and that's where you get these uproars, man. That's where you ultimately is going to get these civil unrest, man, these race riots, man, which is coming, man, which are already here, man. I'm not even going to say coming because they're already here. It's just going to be on a worse level than what it is now. I'm gonna jump to another scripture. This is I believe it's Zechariah 14. Zechariah 14. Might be 12 too. Salakia. Okay, this is Zechariah 14 and 13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh by Shemel Shah shall be among them, and they shall lay hands everyone on his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. I want to get the word tumult real quick. Tumult, confusion, disquietable, discomfort, destruction, trouble, vexation. And it just goes to repeat. But it says, verse 14, and Judah also shall fight against Jerusalem, and the wealth and the wealth of all the heathens round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver well, basically the point I was getting at was verse 13, the great tumult, man. It's going to be a great race riot, man, like it says in second Ezra 15, because that's what's about to come upon this earth, man. A great tumult, man. And Jacob, it's going to be Jake versus Esau, and you're going to have sometimes Jake versus Jake. But at the end of the day, who is it mainly against? It's Jacob versus Esau, man. And it's only going to get worse. This rage, this anger, the frustration that we have towards Esau and that they have towards us is only going to get worse. The tension is only going to build and build until it explodes. And this is why this is Genesis 3 and verse 15. And I will put enmity, which enmity means hatred. And I will put enmity between the seed of the woman, which the woman being us, Israel, and between the seed of her seed. And it shall, well, I'll start up. Verse 14, and the Lord Yahweh's power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, meaning you're cursed above all the people on the earth, and above every beast of the field. And upon thy belly thou shalt go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity, which is hatred, between thee and the woman, which the woman being Israel, spiritually. So there's enmity between the seed of the serpent, which is Esau, which was back then the serpent-like man, which was the serpent. They didn't give his name, but the serpent who beguiled Eve, or deceived Eve, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. And that goes to the prophecy of when Jacob and Esau were born. They were striving in the womb against each other. Why? Because they've had a hatred between each other since the beginning of time, man. Cain slew Abel, and the serpent beguiled Eve. This enmity, this hatred that's been between us from the beginning of time is about to soothe in a big explosion, man. And a lot of people are soon going to die, man. Jake and Esau. And then ultimately the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna allow, well, the Lord Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai is gonna allow these people to nuke each other, man. Esau, and then it's gonna be Esau against Esau. And like the word tumult, man, it's confusion, man. It's going to be chaos everywhere, man. Chaos, man. Chaos is about to reign on this earth. Great death, great destruction, and great wrath is about to be upon the planet Earth, man. And no one can stop it, man. It's inevitable. It is inevitable, man. And it's going to happen. The great destruction, the great tumult is approaching the earth, man. And no one, man, no one can stop the vengeance of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai from approaching this planet, man. So I'm going to get this. This is Genesis 25 and verse 23. And the Lord said unto, start up. Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, and because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, which that word struggle means basically it was tussling, man. They was throwing blows at each other within her, like literally fighting, man. Little baby kicking each other, punching each other with their little hands, getting at it, man. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? Why is this happening? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. So the Lord told her, man, through a prophet, of course, told her that, look, 2 nations are within her womb. One nation being the nation of Jacob, the nation of Israel, and the other being Esau. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Who is the elder? Esau, man, because he came out first. But who was holding on to his heel? Jacob. Jacob was ripping at him, man. Because just like that prophecy in Genesis said, basically, it'll repeat itself here, actually. Let me get it in the same verse. I'll just jump right to it. Bear with me. Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came, so actually I'll just keep going from 23. Well, verse 24 now. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, basically fraternal twins, because Esau came out red like a hairy garment, because back then in the ancient world, the garments, a certain type of garment, they would dye red. I believe it's in the law if you go into it. I'm not gonna grab it right now. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red. That's why his name was Esau, meaning wasted away is he, Ashashua, all over like a hairy garment. Speaking about that garment that would be dyed red during the ancient world. And they called his name Esau, meaning wasted away is he, because he had no pigmentation. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob, and the reason they didn't describe what Jacob looked like, because he came out normal. He was a normal child. He didn't come out with leprosy. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So he was 60. So he was up in age. But that was the prophecy going back all the way to Genesis, man. That it says, and And his hand took hold of Esau's heel. Going back to Genesis, which I'll read again. Genesis 3 and verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So right there. So everything starts at the beginning, man. The beginning, the origins of this hatred goes all the way back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter, man. And now, being in the year 2020, we're about to see the result of it, man. Jacob versus Esau for the last time, man, till Esau goes in slavery. The giant, the tumult race war, which is going to happen, which is inevitable, man, was ultimately going to lead to more things, man, leading to the mark of the beast, leading to World War III, was going to lead to ultimately the nukes being let off on this place. All types of confusion, destruction, and chaos is about to go on this planet, man. And no one can stop it. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Shai has proposed it to happen, man. He wants it to happen. He wants it to go down. And it's only going to get worse, man. This whole coronavirus, COVID, this whole thing is a big ploy, man, to get to the real point, man. Jacob versus Esau. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So that's what's coming, man. Great destruction. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's the times that we're entering, man, and really the times we're in now, because in certain cities you have that going on, man, where there's uproars and seditions, not to the point where they're fighting against the government yet, but it is Jacob versus Esau, man. You have that movie they made called Black and Blue. Jacob versus the enemy, man, which is Esau. That's why you have these police riots happening. That's why you have all these shootings happening, because it's leading to one great thing, a race war. And then ultimately going to lead to the chip, which is going to lead to RFID chip. Which is going to lead to World War III. Pure chaos is about to approach this planet, man. It's only going to get worse. So, Lord will, hope this lesson was edifying to the ears of the elect. And Lord will, man, we just get out of here soon. We be protected from the evil to come. So, with that, all praise be to Yahweh Shem Shai. The water Yahweh Shem Shai for allowing me to do another video through His Spirit. The water Yahweh Shem Shai for giving us His truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the whole elect. With that, shalom.